Who chose the music?
I did.
Who wrote the script?
I wrote most of it. Isabel did the voiceover and just edited a lot.
Okay. And hello, there we go. I thought it could have been a little bit longer. I was definitely like wanting more at the end of it. I think it's a good problem to have, to want more, than for it to be too short than to be too long. I think that's definitely the better problem to have, is being shorter than longer, because sometimes videos drag on and you lose attention. But at the end of that, I wanted to see more, which is a great problem to have. So that was really, really great. I love the music. I was super engaged in the whole thing. Great job.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm Ellie. I'm Camden.
I'm Thomas.
And this is our ad campaign. Do you want to know about Denver? Whoa, what's big anarchy?
We're pretty old-fashioned.
We're all a bunch of rocky. We're all a bunch of animals.
We have an interesting history.
We know nothing about those.
We obviously can't handle the altitude.
We're not much of the creative type.
We're always figuring around more.
We're just
Kidding.
Denver is pretty refreshing. So come visit today.
Yeah, I thought it was really great. One note to potentially add on is when you're making a video, I think paying attention to audio is just as important as the video aspect of it. So there was a couple times I couldn't hear it very well, but I thought it was really great. I love the Pepsi, drinking the Pepsi. I love the shot there. I like the ending. I was definitely engaged. I thought it was a really good job.
I love the humor that you guys brought into it. Like, you did a great job of just kind of showing the spirit of Denver, that it's just like that place where you can have fun. And, you know, there are a couple points where I was laughing, and that's awesome because I was connecting with the video. So it was well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing as Kristen, that, you know, while the previous video had a lot of emotional connection, you guys did a great job of using humor to relate to the audience. So finding that key connection point is great. And I also want to compliment all of you on looking very nice today as you're presenting in front of everyone, so you get points for presentation as well.
That was wonderful. Really liked it. The messaging you guys had in that was just really spot on. One thing you did was you asked questions and related to not only just one type of person, but you know, the people that like art, sports, adventure, and you have multiple levels of humor in there. Some of it kind of funny, some of it kind of dry. So I think you did a great job reaching a broad audience, and I know it made me really happy that I moved to Denver. So nice work.
Pass it up to Mr. Diehl. To Mr. Diehl. Very carefully up to Mr. Diehl, please.
I'm Shaylin. I'm Abby. I'm Mackenzie. Okay, this is our ad for Denver, and we wanted it to apply to everyone and show how there's something in Denver for everybody. So let's see. Is Denver for you? Let's find out. Is art for you? We have the Denver Art Museum. Do you like photography or journalism? Welcome to the Denver Post. Do you love history? Well, here's the Capitol. How about shopping spree? We've got Civic Center Park. Then Denver is for you. Great job. Right, great job, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the feedback. And we're going to be using this feedback through our multiple projects that we do throughout the year.
One thing you did that works really well in advertising is kind of bringing in the people, bringing in the public. So I love that guy right there, you know, and the few other people you looped in. Because then you really have the audience you're speaking to, you have their voice talking. So when these people kind of show how much they love Denver, it makes us feel the same way too. So good job.
Kind of playing off that, I would say that when you had everybody kind of yelling Denver, during that part you were showing that it's not just one type of person that loves Denver, you had everybody. And so that kind of brought it all together for me in terms of Denver has a lot to offer, but then it also has a variety and a range of people who love it for different reasons.
Yeah, some of my favorite parts, overall, I liked how this defied the myth that Denver is a cow town. It was like 2 years ago I was reading this article and it's like, this cow town? And I'm like, no it's not, it's really cool. And so I think by pointing out all of the different things Denver has, whether it's photography or art or sports or history, there's so much to see there. And so if I hadn't seen Denver before, that would kind of open my eyes and be like, okay. I liked how when you were at the Capitol, you like focused in on the rad in Colorado. I liked that. It was subtle and it was a nice like cue. And then I also loved the ending with bringing in the people saying Denver, and it made it feel really fun. In terms of like constructive feedback for like video composition, I think there are a couple parts after the, like, because the video would be like, you know, do you like photography? There's this, and then it would be, you know, music with showing what there was to see, and some parts felt a little bit long, you know, so just kind of making it a little bit more even and consistent. But overall, I thought you had some really great shots, and you told a really great story about Denver.
Agreed. I think it was a great story as well. I also loved the end of it, the title shot, where it came up, where it said Colorado or whatever. I thought that was really great. One thing that I think you guys know that's really important in video is using juxtaposition. Your shots were very different. Like you would go from like a time-lapse shot to a live-action shot, back to a time-lapse shot. The way our brains work is we're constantly trying to predict what's going to happen next. And so in video, you can use juxtaposition to engage the audience. And I thought you guys did that really well because I never knew what was going to happen next. And yeah, it just kind of kept me on my toes. So great job.
song, but you know.
I'm Abby. I'm Courtney. I'm Megan. I'm Amanda. This is our Denver commercial. Welcome to Denver, the amazing place offering everything from stunning locations to an exciting escape with fun-filled adventures. Your family needs a place like Denver to go and relax, a place that parents will love and kids will appreciate. Have a marvelous gourmet meal and a marvelous trip. Come join the wonderful people of Denver and see what you've been missing out on.
I love the energy of that. I just wanted to get up and dance. It was, it had a great energy from the very beginning. Like the voiceover. Who wrote the voiceover?
I did.
Did you also do it?
Yeah.
Great job. It was really well done. The energy was great. The voiceover is great. Bit of constructive criticism is maybe a few more people. Just trying to gauge people through seeing other people. So, but overall, I thought it was really great.
Yeah, good job, you guys. The thing I liked most about it is when it first started playing, you hear this fun music and the speed of the shots was great, and you're looking at this place and it looks pretty cool. It has some good views, and you're like, where is that? I want to know where that is. And then the voiceover just did the perfect job in terms of timing and then just immediately answering that question that the viewer just starts naturally asking. So you answer that question, and then you guys did a great job too going into the reasons to believe. So it's like, hey, this place is great. It's Denver. Now let us tell you why Denver is great for you. So you really spoke to things that probably could be on the viewer's mind. So I really love that and thought you guys did a good job.
You guys did a great job of picking an audience. I think something that, in general, people, when they're doing marketing, they say everyone is our audience, and they don't zero in and pick a target. And you guys did a great job of targeting the family and why it works for parents and kids. So I felt like that was a really good, solid strength of yours. Because so often it's easy for us to say, you know, our product applies to everyone and we want everyone to buy it. And while that sounds really good in theory, it's often not true. And to make a really great campaign, you have to know who you're targeting and who you're going after, and it becomes very, very specific. So you guys did a great job calling out one segment of the population and really zeroing in on them.
Absolutely, and just to echo on what everyone else said, when you were targeting the family, it was in everything. It was in the music. It was in the way you wrote the voiceover. It was in the way you kind of cut the screen and made it fun. And I just thought that was really great. It all ties together really nicely. And definitely when that music cut off right off the bat, that's perfect. It caught my attention, and that's really the most you can ask for when you advertise. That catches your attention right off the bat. Good job.
What do you
We're not Nancy. I mean.
I'm Amy. I'm Kathleen. I'm Barrett. I'm Riley. I'm Hannah. So we thought instead of doing a commercial, that we would do billboards. So we wanted it to be attractive to the eye and for families. And that we could be putting this in like airports for everyone to see, such as the IA, where a lot of people are. Oh, so this billboard is pictures of Denver. They're all original pictures. We never took any of these pictures off the internet. So the D has pictures of the Broncos game. The E has pictures of Diehlages. The N has pictures of Capitol Building and Union Station, as well as 16th Street Mall. And the B is mainly the flowers in the Capitol Building near it. And the E has pictures of the Denver Center of Performing Arts. And the R is mainly just Union Station. Okay, so this is like related to Broncos. And so this is a picture of a father and son kind of like cuddling up, ready to watch the game. So we said create your unbreakable bond at the Broncos game. We want people to think that like they can have a really strong relationship, they can have a lot of fun at the Broncos game with their family and their friends, just like you. We took pictures of the 16th Street Mall, and it's all these pictures are representing the 16th Street Mall as Big 16, and it says with Denver life in the 16th Street Mall. And there's some pictures that we took, like fountains and the clock tower, flowers, that. Okay, so this here is like a collection of pictures from Diehlages. And so we decided to say fill the throat. You know, people be like, they need to go experience this, need to go experience the fun times that you can have at Denver or in Diehlages. And yeah.
Okay, so this is all the pictures of the Brown Palace. You said have an unforgettable visit at the Brown Palace. This is where you can stay at a hotel, and it used to be the palace. So it's pretty interesting. There's chandeliers. There's a ballroom. Okay, so this is a blue bear. Reach for your inner blue bear and expect the convention center. So many of you know that this is the blue bear. It's kind of peeking inside the window to see what's in there. This is the Performing Arts Center. We took pictures and walked inside of it and took pictures of the statues and posters like of the plays that are going to be coming out soon. And it says to see that amazing art at the Performing Arts Center just for a fresh away. So yeah.
We made a flag full of all the words in Denver, all the things that you can do in Denver, like
You can go to the Denver Zoo, you can go to the Washington Park, you can go to really anywhere. We wrote them all on the flag. We would like to put these in airports where a bunch of people would be, like the Chicago airport or the LA airport or maybe the Denver airport.
So this could be like a mural being painted, and so our goal was kind of make it look like it's just a regular flag from far away, like I'm sure audience can't really see it, but those with like a lot of words and everything. Trying to explain.
All right, great job. Great job, I loved it. Where I work for Clear Channel Media and Entertainment, they actually sell the billboards, a lot of the ones you see on the road. In fact, if you look down at the very bottom of the sign, a lot of times you'll see Clear Channel. So it's really neat to see these. You guys did an excellent job. A few things I really liked. You did some play on words, like right here with just a brush away. Really liked that. You did a fantastic job with bringing words to life through photos. And I think that would play out very well in the airport and anything that's up close. Just keep in mind, if you're doing something on the road, you usually really want to rely on a quick message, and like the blue bear one would work really well on a highway or something like that, because there's no way you can miss that bear. Something like this is really neat in airports because you're up close and you're starting to look at all these pictures while you're waiting for your flight, and I really liked it. Great work.
I wanted to give you guys kudos for doing something other than a video. I know that that's something that's super relevant to all of us these days, and while digital media is becoming much more mainstream, there's still room for traditional 360. And I think that a lot of what you guys had, just to echo some previous comments, was you have a split second, because think about it, if you're driving down a car and you're the driver of the car, you don't want to distract someone so they get in an accident from your billboard. And I think you guys had a lot going on, and they were really beautiful pieces. I think some of them would actually be better as print ads. The concepts that you had, that you could actually leverage that in a, like in 5280 or in other city publications. So I think that you guys had an opportunity to explore outside of a billboard, and that's actually really great. Because in that moment you can communicate more, whereas like with the blue bear, people are going to know exactly what that is, and there's a lot of opportunity there. So I think that you guys did a great job, and I did like that you had pieced the photographs together and that it meant something and was relevant to the city, and that you guys did your own unique artwork. I think that was all really great. So just expanding your marketing mix, and then you would be able to leverage all of your pieces.
Yeah, I give you guys major props and major kudos. When I look at you guys, I see like, you guys could become your own agencies. I see like there's a media planner in there somewhere who's choosing where the media is going to go. There's an art director who has an amazing eye for design. And there's a strategist in there too, thinking like really big picture. Where's it going to go? How's it going to come to life? What's it communicating? So I give you major props. And to echo what they said, billboards are like, they're one of the toughest advertising channels. Because if you think about it, in a commercial, you have time to tell a story. If it's online, you have some more time. If it's social media, you have time to engage. But with a billboard, like they said, it's like a split second where someone's looking. And then also, they might not be up close. They might be far away. So you guys definitely chose one of the harder vehicles to explore. And you guys did a really great job. I really love that you guys not only thought about what's a great billboard message, but you also thought about where's it going to go. That's where it's going to be placed is just as important as what is it going to say. I loved how a lot of the pieces were just very simple. You know, there wasn't a million things going on, and I loved one of the first ones. And I think it looked beautiful too. The idea of like these pictures creating the words looked really awesome. Let's see, the Broncos I thought had an awesome emotional connection. I agree with Megan that the 16th Street one and the one with the ice cream cone would be really great print ads, because those look like ones where you need to be a little bit closer, but I still thought they told a great message. The only point of like constructive feedback I have is that I think the one thing I'm struggling with here, if I'd never been to Denver, it'd be hard to know, like, are these pictures of Denver? Are these pictures of LA, of New York? So if there could have been like some element of branding that could have made it clear, like, this is owned by Colorado. I don't know if it'd be like a transparent background, the Colorado flag, or you know, just something at the bottom that's like Denver, where it's at. But just something to make it a little bit more clear what all this stuff is representing. But you guys did a great job, and I'm sure it was tough. You guys did a great job tracking that.
I really like the copy that you guys have, like the stuff that you guys have written. Like for instance, this to see the amazing arts at the Performing Arts Center is just a brush away. It is just a brush away. One thing some constructive criticism I throw at you is the use of exclamation points and maybe shortening it. I think that this is really great. I love the just a brush away. I'm curious what it would look like if it just said just a brush away, ... and that's all it said. Something very simple. I think the content you guys have is really, really great, but some of the exclamation points, I know it's a tiny detail, but I think details can oftentimes make or break a piece. But I also want to comment on the details and how many of the details you guys got right. I'm kind of a font nerd, and I think that fonts are just, they really speak to people, and they really convey a lot of information in such a subtle form. And I think that you guys chose really, really great fonts. I think I saw a font in there called Pacifico that I'm a big fan of. So yeah, great job overall. I also echo the great job on doing something a little bit different.
Now, hey guys, I just want to remind you, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we don't go to lunch until this is over, okay? So let's make sure that we have smooth transition.
Hi, I'm Gavin Geyer. I'm Alex Moss.
Brandon Marsegan. I'm Sean Arora. So we have a lot of stuff to share with you today, and we're really excited. So I'm going to hand it over to Gavin.
Thank you, Shrey. The first thing we're going to start is the video. We made a video.
Possibly.
Eu tento ver rápido technically.
Rapid technical difficulties. Sorry about that. So that was just a small snippet of what we have to show you today. So part of what we're going to show you is an easy-to-use, simple website that has integrated Denver and technology together, because we think that everyone in the world today is using their phones, tablets, and everything. So technology is a great way to reach them. So we're going to be using technology to get you to come to Denver. So first I'm going to hand it over to Alex.
Okay, we're on this is the food part of our website. So there's some places that are exclusive or very popular in Denver. Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory is exclusive to Denver and Colorado. So it was started here, and it has amazing chocolates, caramel apples, all of those kind of things. Logos is in Denver. And Hard Rock Cafe is a very popular restaurant on 16th Street Mall. And if you go to the bottom of this website, you can, right there, you can book a table at one of these restaurants or
Any other Denver restaurants, and it has it set so you can automatically look for Denver options directly on Open Table. Okay, so I think next up we're on to the travel page with Brandon.
Okay, on the travel page.
So on the travel page, we have Google Flights, Travelocity, and Expedia. All these, I believe, are automatically set to, so you can book to and from Denver. So if you go to Google Flights,
Denver has already been set.
so you can go to and from Denver, and I think you can book hotels and find restaurants. Am I missing anything?
Yep. That's correct.
And I think that's it. Right?
We're gonna hand it over to Colin. He's gonna show us some quick places you can visit.
So in Denver, there's two places, big attractions you can visit. Like this is Six Flags and Sports Authority Field. Of course, are exclusive. Sports Authority is exclusive to Denver. All those fields just, Denver, we have
We also have, again, we have the same thing, because everything can be done on one website, so you don't have to go to multiple pages. Everything you can do here, so if you want to buy tickets for any attraction in Denver, they'll take you to Expedia, and Expedia will give you all the options you can do in Denver, as far as if you're in Denver. So everything will be done in one spot. You don't need to find different places to go to websites and all that.
So then we have one exclusive thing to share with you. We have actually made an iPhone and Windows Phone app that you could use. So if so let's get right into it. So first of all, we're going to go to the app, which is right there. It's a simple app that is based on our website, which shows you everything. So it's basically the same layout as our website. It is a web app, so it's native to web, so you would need internet to use it, obviously, but otherwise you can do a lot of other stuff. So again, it's the same thing. Everything's been integrated into an app instead of a website. So if you were to click on food, it would take you to the food one. And this also, again, has that same option to book on OpenTable. Restaurants in Denver, again, very easy. All you have to do is download the simple app. And then one cool thing we thought was that, again, we can integrate travel into it, because it's going to be much easier if you're at work or something and you don't really want to get it on your laptop. So if you're on your Windows phone or Windows tablet or any iPad or iOS device, you can directly do this all from here. So you can book your flight, travel, hotels, and all that, again, directly from here. And everything that was integrated into the website has been integrated into this. And that's all.
Is this the,
That's the sign.
wow. That was great. You guys have a lot of great ideas going on there. I think that when it comes to advertising, so much has to do with great ideas. And one thing that I kind of take note of is you guys have this great idea, but I'm wondering about how people can understand this idea. And it made me curious a little bit about maybe you guys collaborating with a different team to actually do the video for you to help explain. It seems like you guys have quite a bit going on, doing a video, doing a website, doing an app, all these different things. I wonder if you could partner with somebody else who's doing videos to collaborate. I think collaboration is like one of the most powerful things in creativity and advertising and stuff like that. But incredible app, incredible idea. I think getting people to understand that would be the biggest hurdle for you guys.
I am blown away that you guys thought of all of this. Like, I have these clients who are like 40 years old, where I'm like, okay, so people don't just use laptops, they use mobile devices too, and like trying to get them to wrap their heads around the idea that when you develop something, you need it to work in tons of different places, and you don't know if someone's going to be looking at their phone or looking at their laptop or whatever. And I'm just really impressed with how deeply and thoroughly you guys thought about how people would access this information and making sure that it worked in all those places. It's pretty amazing. And I was thinking about it when you guys were presenting everything. Advertisers would be extinct if they didn't help companies make money.
and sell something. And the thing I love about what you guys brought to the table is that you provide really easy ways for consumers or people interested in Denver to take action. Because you're not only saying like, hey, here's the cool stuff to do in Denver, keep it in mind. You have a link to OpenTable where they don't even need to close their app and then try to explore stuff. You have a link to travel sites, and then you've also chosen those kind of partners that also, you know, have platforms that work on any device, whether it be a computer or a laptop, mobile device. And so your guys' product is what helps people take action and helps Denver make money, and that will help Denver keep on continuing to be you guys to do that. So I really, really loved that. I also liked with your website how you guys just narrowed it down. Like I go to denver.org all the time to find stuff to do, and it's like information overload, and at the end of the day I don't even make a choice because there was just too much. So I really liked how you guys just narrowed it down to like 3 or 4 restaurants, 3 or 4 things to see, and they really were great ones. So if someone was looking for Denver and they were someone who got overwhelmed, your website's perfect because it's like, all right, great, I'm going to go check out these few restaurants. They're the best, and you really make it easy for the person. I think the one thing that could have been done is just maybe a stronger tie at the end of the video, because the video does a great job of like romancing the person about Denver, but then you know, there would have been a great opportunity at the end to say, now, are you excited about Denver? Check out this site, go to www.whatever, or open our app called whatever. So I think there could have been something at the end of the video to kind of connect the dots between the two, but you guys are really smart. This was amazing.
Yeah, you guys did a great job, like Kristen said, kind of thinking through the full campaign and what that looks like on several different media options. I would just also kind of echo what Pat said. In advertising, you work with a lot of different people. A lot of us are account people, so we manage the client relationship, and then there's creatives who come up with the idea, and then there's strategists who make sure that it relates to the actual consumer. And I think we have to collaborate every day and work together as a team to make sure that we're outputting great work. And I think you guys working with another team, you guys could do some really great stuff and come up with a full marketing campaign. So just kind of leveraging everybody's strengths and opportunities, and I think that would be great for you guys to do.
A great job. I mean, it's incredible that you did a website, an app, and a video. So where I really see this playing out, which was really neat, with the iHeartRadio app, one thing I do is sell advertising for, you know, when you're watching a pre-roll video. A lot of times you'll actually see tourism ads. So something like this would be so perfect when you're loading up your station and you see that video you played in the beginning. One recommendation I would have is, you know, you really caught me with the music. It was a great way to evoke emotion. But what you really want to do is just do a little music teaser. So, you know, really cutting down that a little bit, but then some of the coolest things you can do to market this, I mean, on the iHeart app, you can click to download. So you could incorporate everything you just did into one platform to advertise. So it's really cool, you know, really interesting and nice work. It's really impressive.
Hello. It's always hard to be last, so we only have 2 minutes. But this is our site. I'm Trent, by the way.
I'm
Sophia.
Susanna.
So we thought that it was really important to have like a downtown Denver website on Tumblr. And if you don't know what Tumblr is, it's basically like a blogging website where you get to post your ideas or photos or anything. And we weren't technically using this as a blog per se, we were using it more as like an advertising campaign. And we were more targeting like the younger audience because we thought that if we got more younger people to see this on Tumblr, that it might intrigue them into coming to downtown Denver. So that's kind of why we put it on Tumblr. And then if you go up to where all the websites are, we did a ton of different links and stuff, and we made it really easy to basically pick through the links. You just go from top to bottom. Starting with everything to know about the site, and this basically just lists, you know, everything that the user that's on the site would need to know about it, credits, everything, what is the site, the letter that we received, and then if you go back, we have what is so great about downtown Denver, which we thought it was really important, like as a group, to make sure that we answer the one key question that everyone is asking: why do I want to come to downtown Denver? What is so great? And so we thought it was really important to have its own page with this own little paragraph, basically trying to get the user that's on the website to go into, to visit downtown Denver.
We have a page. We have a page titled Meet the Photographers because in real life, they're in business, you always give credit where credit is due. And we had two amazing photographers who we used all original pictures on the site, and we have links to each of their pages, and we have all of the pictures that we took while at Denver. And while we were taking the pictures, we really wanted to make sure that we combined all of the aesthetics and like beauty and just the entire feel of Denver, even if it was like the chic side or like the grunge side. We wanted to make sure that everyone understood the overall feel of Denver as if they were there.
And then another thing is we made a little page, everything to know on your getaway, to not only have all the information for people that want to go to downtown Denver, but then to also have them, like, I know a big thing on theirs was like it had like open tabs and stuff, so they would be able to like book rooms and stuff. We didn't go exactly to that extreme, but we tried to do the same thing. So we have eating, and then on that page, it should bring up a little article with all the different websites that you can go to, and they're like top rated on like different websites that we looked up. So we have Voodoo Donuts. Of course, most of you probably know that because it's amazing. And if you go back up, back to the page that we were on before, we have travel and places to visit, because we thought that it was really important that if we were going to do this right, that we made sure that everyone that was on the site knew the best places to go. So we have Union Station, the State Capitol, Crown Palace, Wells Fargo, Forest Field, and then yeah, if you click on that, then it goes to the information and the photos and everything that we did on that specific place.
While we were creating the website, we really wanted to make it so that even though we were targeting a certain audience, so to speak, like younger, like adventurous people, we wanted to make sure that everyone like is attracted to things in a different way. Some people are visual people and they would prefer to see pictures that are visually pleasing, and then others work better with information or reading. So we wanted to make sure to include images and writing and things that everyone, like that could go for everyone's style, and so that it could be promoted to everyone and not just one particular person.
And then another cool thing that we did, which I did last night because I wanted to add something that would apply to everyone. We did this page called Submit Your Stories. And if you do end up going to downtown Denver, you can actually submit photos and your story about your downtown Denver experience, you get to submit at this website. Help improvements. And we were thinking about actually being able to cycle through those and put them on the website so then it's more user friendly and then everybody gets to really be a part of the site. And I thought that was really important.
So overall, we wanted to create a website that would be targeted towards people who like to travel, to people who like places, and Denver is a beautiful place to be, and we really wanted to show that. So
we also created the site because we felt, we created the site, we took great pride in what we did here, and when we first started this whole project, we had no clue. And then we have our lovely site manager, Trent, who also was like, let's do a site. And so within our 2-week period or 3-week period that we got to do this, we became 4 of the best friends and 4 of the most amazing group members. And I couldn't ask for anything better than the 3 of them.
Also, I think that it was really good because we all meshed really well together. And then another thing that I just want to say, another thing that I just really want to quickly add is that all the photos that are on this website and all the graphic designs were actually designed by us. Even the little Polaroid frames and the photos that were taken are all us. So there was no need to like cite sources or anything. So we all get credit for everything that's here.
Thank you.
All right, nice work. Really great job, you guys. That was a beautiful website. First, thank you for introducing me to Voodoo Donuts. I have been here 5 weeks and did not know about this yet. I'm living downtown. I don't know how I didn't know that, so your advertising works. A few things you guys did that were really great to start is really good use of targeting your audience. In advertising, you really want to fish where the fish are, so to speak, and since you're targeting that younger, thrill-seeking, adventurous audience, Tumblr is a great place to do that. And the second thing you did was user engagement. It's so important. A lot of times when people in advertising, they trust people who have done it already. So having user reviews on the site and having people share their own Denver story is incredibly powerful. And last but not least, the collaboration you guys all did is so important. And in any job you do in advertising, teamwork is key. And I can tell you guys all worked really hard together to make this work. So nice job.
Guys, you guys did a great job, and I'm just going to echo on the user engagement part. Something that we know to be true is that people love to see themselves and they love to hear themselves. So giving people an outlet to do that is great, and then cycling it so that it shows up because people are smart. They know when they're being marketed to. So as our job continues to get challenging, like authenticity becomes even more important, and you have to let people give honest feedback, and sometimes honest feedback leads to negative criticism, but it's actually really good. So good, that was a good ad that you had last night to put something in so that people can interact with your site, and it becomes they'll take more ownership in that.
Yeah, I echo a lot of what they say. I'm really glad that you mentioned who you were targeting, because Tumblr is the perfect place for millennials, young people. I know that the top 3 places for advertisers to reach millennials and younger people are Snapchat, Tumblr, and Instagram. So you guys definitely hit one of the top 3. Okay, all right, sit down now. Sorry to bring that up. I like the Downtown Denver title. I think that it's really beautiful the way you guys designed it. Tumblr's a good place. I love the user-generated content. And I think all the content was really awesome and really great. And I love how you guys curated the top picks. And I love the way the photography looked. I'm glad that you guys mentioned that you did it yourself, because it felt very Instagram-y and authentic and relevant to what we like to see. I think the one thing I wish I could have seen more is more of that photography. So like instead of a list of like Voodoo Donuts, and all the establishments, it would have been like a picture of a mouth-watering Voodoo Donut, that you could like click to, and then the next place would be.
I thought about doing that, but I cannot figure out how to like edit the photo next to
Oh,
the
so there's some limitations. Gotcha. Cool. Yes.
Okay. I really like the design of the site. I love the simplicity, the cleanliness of it. It was easy to navigate. I think Kristen had mentioned earlier something about going to a website, denver.org or something like that, and you just kind of inundated with information. So I really like the cleanliness of it, the simplicity of it, and the collaboration. I think is just great. So yeah, I thought you guys did a really good job. Mr. Diehl, do we have time to show this video, or do you guys, are we kind of yeah, just a couple quick things I'll tell you guys before you take off today is I'm sure that you all have a lot of ideas maybe buzzing around your head today, and I would encourage you to, because the next time you come to do a project, you can learn from what you're learning today. And the further you get away from today, the less likely you are to remember this. So, good job.